Okay, so our next keynote, we know him as Bobby Portis. I like to call him kind of the second mayor of the city. Should we start the chant? Y'all know what to do. Uh-oh, see, he heard it. He's coming out. Look at him. He can't wait. But Melanie, we'll have you come back up. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Bobby Portis to the stage.
What's up, Smitty? What's up, Smitty?
All right, everybody. Well, Bobby needs no further introduction, but before we do get into our conversation, Bobby Portis, known for his intensity, resilience, and unwavering commitment to his team and community, was selected by the Chicago Bulls with the 22nd overall pick in the 2015 NBA Draft. After stints with the Bulls, Wizards, and Knicks, he joined the Bucks in 2020, and as you all know, became a pivotal figure in their 2021 NBA championship victory. Off the court, Bobby is deeply involved in community initiatives, particularly those supporting youth and education. His passion for giving back to the Milwaukee community is evident through various outreach programs and partnerships. Bobby's journey from a promising rookie to a seasoned NBA vet exemplifies perseverance, dedication, and the power of resilience. Let's hear from Bobby, everybody. So Bobby, let's start with the Underdog brand, if you will. You're wearing an Underdog polo. Can you talk to us about that brand and why does it embody who you are as a person?
First and foremost, appreciate y'all for having me today, man. It's been great. It's always great to come out and just share my life, share my journey, share the message, inspire others. So first and foremost, I want to appreciate y'all for just coming through and listening. But the Underdog story, man, starts as a kid. Single mommed home. She had 4 kids, worked tirelessly to take care of all 4 of us. I remember growing up as a kid, not really knowing, what was next. We were just trying to win the day. I remember my mom always just say, win the day, win the day, win the day. Growing up as a kid, when you're 5, 6, 7 years old, you don't know what she's talking about for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, win the day? What are you talking about? Like, it's good, but suddenly you don't really know that it's not good, you feel me? But my mom did a great job of not kind of like, letting all the other things that's going around us affect me or affect my little brothers. At first, I was a single kid. I was a, only son for like 7 years. I was kind of a little spoiled, not even gonna lie, but my mom did a great job of just, working hard, and she taught me how to work hard without even having to say a word, right? Watch my mom get up 3, 4 in the morning, grind, come back, take us to school, pick us up from school, take us to after school workouts, whatever it is. I come out from working out, she's sitting in the car, sleep, I knock on the door, knock on the window, Mom, wake up, oh, start the car up, go home, cook dinner, wash the clothes, help us with our homework. Didn't see her go to sleep, and then boom, she's out at 3 in the morning again. Like, wow, this is crazy. So the Underdog story starts with my mom, starts with our early journey, and that's what we always been. Growing up as a kid, lived in 18 houses growing up, got evicted 17 times, just moved around, never had my own room that was mine, right? Learned how to share, learned how to care, learned how to love my family, learned how to pull one another together. So our Underdog story starts as a young kid, and I just carry it with me to this day because it's something that embodies who I am, embodies my family, embodies my mom, represents everything that I stand for.
As a kid, like you said, you didn't fully understand. Oh yes, please. I have a feeling that's going to happen after everything you say. Your story really is remarkable, Bobby. And like you said, you didn't fully understand what it meant to win the day. Once you did start to understand what that meant, how did that change your perspective and your outlook on what it was that your mom was doing for you and your siblings day in and day out?
Like, I remember this one day, my school was called Rockefeller, and I lived in the east side of Little Rock in the hood, like right off the freeway. And most of the time I used to like walk to school. And when I walk to school, you know, I see all my friends. We would be chilling. They're, you know, you see your homeboy. He pick up, walk with you, walk to school. On this one particular day, I remember like walking home from school, and it just felt weird, right? Sometimes you have like this sense of like something just feeling weird. When I got home, I seen all these people in these Penske trucks moving all our stuff out the crib. I'm like, oh, they stealing. They stealing. So I remember I had this Cricket. I don't know if y'all remember Cricket, right? Cricket. I had a Cricket phone, unlimited minutes though, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Unlimited minutes. Had a Cricket phone. My mom had got me so she could communicate with me, but I couldn't really text or nothing because I ain't know how to text. I could always call my mom. Knew my mama's phone number by heart. So anything go down, I'm calling my mama instantly, like calling her. So I remember going to the crib and pulling up, and it's these two Penske trucks. They moving all our stuff out the crib. But at the time, I'm not knowing that we ain't got nothing for real. I'm thinking everything good, because my mom always makes sure I got everything I would need, my clothes, my shoes. She always makes sure I'm straight. But I'm not knowing that we dead broke. So we getting all our stuff moved out the crib. So that was like a thing for like, from that point on, that was like a thing for like every 3 months, 4 months, we somewhere new. And then from there on, I'm like, dang, like, this is for real. Like, you start to understand what's going on. And then my mom started having more kids, and I had little brothers, and now I'm the one that's watching them. And I'm their babysitter, and I'm watching them. My mom telling me what to do. Don't touch the stove. You better not touch the stove. Don't touch no stove. Don't do that. Show me how to use the microwave. Show me how to warm little things up to make sure my little brothers are good. Like, and then I saw myself like becoming like a man at 11 and 12. I'm like, yo, like I'm the man of the house right now. So I think that kind of like helped me, shape me to be who I am now, and all those little moments kind of helped, like, you know what I'm saying, me pull my family together. My two little brothers, they live with me. One of my little brothers is a high school coach, like which is crazy. But it's kind of crazy how all these things can help and make and shape your life, and you kind of never forget those moments because they kind of, you know, help you get through. Even when I struggle with basketball, where I'm going through a tough time in my craft, like I thinking about like, oh, okay, what about when I was 6 when this happened and it locked me back in? Now I'm back focused. So it's like all those little things kind of help you for sure.
How do you balance that as an 11-year-old? I'm sure it's tough to answer, but you said you felt like you became the man of the house. You were only 11. You weren't close to being a man, but you felt like you had to take that role on. How did you balance that mindset with also still trying to be a kid?
Nah, like I ain't really had no, like being a kid wasn't like a thing. Like I was a kid when I left the house. Like when I get my friends, like it was like, I'm a kid. Like I could get to have fun, get to play, have fun. And then I get to the crib, it's like, I have a responsibility to make sure my little brothers are good. I have a responsibility to make sure my mom is good because she's going through some things with her boyfriend and he's abusive. So now I feel like I have to step in and take you know what I'm saying? So like I never felt like a kid at home. You know what I'm saying? I played video games on the weekend. My mom didn't let me play no video games during the week. I couldn't play no video games during the week. But when Friday came, I was on it. So that's like the only time I felt like a kid was on the weekend for real, yeah.
And you said when you're struggling in today's environment, you go back to that place of being a kid. That's very interesting. Yeah. Are there any particular moments that you go to? You kind of started to say an example when you're struggling in real time in the NBA and who you are as a 30-year-old man. Yeah. What place do you go back to from your childhood that helps you get through it today?
I would say my sophomore year in high school, I started to blow up on the national level. And my sophomore year, before I started to blow up, I was starting with my high school team. I started like the first 15, 16, 17 games in high school on my 10th grade year. And our team won the championship that year. We actually won the championship every year when I was in high school. I just want to say that, by the way. So I won, yeah, like every year in high school we won 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. Okay. But in 10th grade, I was starting though. I started off starting, and my high school coach suddenly like just benched me out of nowhere. And it was like one of the most hurtful things, 'cause I was actually having a good year. I was doing my thing. I felt like I was helping the team, you know, win. And I didn't know that he was trying to get the other seniors on the team more looks with colleges and things like that. The championship game comes around and I get subbed in for like 2 minutes. I make like a foul, he subs me out, and he don't put me back in the rest of the game. I'm like, yo. And our team won the championship, but I just didn't feel like I helped. Like, that was my first time feeling like I didn't help the team. Like, dang, I ain't do nothing to help the team. I ain't get a rebound, I ain't get a steal, I ain't get to beat on my chest and scream. Like, I ain't do nothing today. Like, I just felt like I ain't do nothing. So on our picture, we took the picture with the team, and then everybody rode the bus back, and I was kind of sad. Even though we won, I didn't want to feel like I was selfish or nothing, so I just rode back on my mom. Me and my mom rode back in the car, rode back home to Little Rock. We was planning Hot Springs. Hot Springs is about 45 minutes away, so we got a 45-minute ride, and I'm just quiet in the passenger seat of my mom's truck, just quiet. I'm just sitting there. My mom keep looking at me, and I know she about to say something. And as soon as she says something, I know I'm gonna start crying. I'm like, So I start crying. She was like, what's wrong with you? You just won. I'm like, I just don't feel like I did anything to help though. Like, I didn't do anything to help. Like, I wanted to feel like I was a part of it. Like, I had a big impact. She was like, well, I need you to get back in the gym and go hard every day from now on and think about this moment. Don't ever forget about this moment you feeling how you felt right now, like you didn't help the team. And from that day forward, I always think about that as well, like going back to that, like even though it's like we won, it was like I didn't feel like I put enough effort in to help the team, to have an impact, to let somebody know that I was there to help too. So I always go back to that moment, especially like during the season sometime when you might go on a 7-8 game skid where it's like, dang, I'm in a slump of shooting, or my shot isn't falling, or we're 2-6 or 3-5 in this stretch. I go back to that moment and kind of lock myself back in.
That's great. You were with 3 teams before you got to the Bucks. There's just something about your relationship with Milwaukee. It felt destined. It felt meant to be. What is it about the Milwaukee community that you feel just touches you so deeply, and why do you feel like they're so receptive to you in return?
It's just like a blue-collar city, man. I'm a blue-collar player. I think that's the sense of it all, man. Just hard-working people that work for everything they have. Don't really make excuses. Love sports, and I'm the same way. Don't really make excuses. I just take the punches and roll with it, no matter what comes my way. It's like last year. I went through a whole lot. Just took the punches. Never complained. Never said nothing about anybody else doing anything. Just took it and just come back, and you persevere. Perseverance is everything. That's what I feel like the city is about. Just persevering and fighting through tough times.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, not sure how deep you want to go into that, but if you don't mind sharing, you did go through a difficult season in your life, and you had to do so publicly. That's something that most people can't understand, is not only going through something like that type of obstacles, plural, that you went through, but also having to do it in a public space. How were you able to navigate everything you've gone through?
Last year was like my toughest year just in general in my life. Like, got my home burglarized. That was tough. Coming from a game, Donovan Mitchell hit a big shot over my teammate. We're up 1, we lose. Come back home, all your stuff is gone. It's like, wow, like what happened? Then took the punches, kept playing. Got a game the next day, got to come play. Nobody cares, right? Like, it's part of the gig. I got to get out here and perform. Got to trick my mind to forget about that for 2 hours to go out here and perform because I have a job to do. The next month, we win the NBA Cup. I'm on a super high now, like, yo, we in the cup, we just won, like, we won again, it feels great. The next month, my grandma dies, like, yo, kick me back down again, like, first funeral I ever went to. Never been to a funeral before, didn't know at a funeral you could touch somebody in the casket, didn't know that. First time, like, didn't know. Heartbreaking. 2 weeks later, get suspended for nothing, really. Like, yo, like, all these things happen. But at the end of the day, I sat down, thought about it myself, and was like, shoot, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe something is happening that maybe I need to just take the punches right now. And that's what I did. Took the punches, come back, help my team win, then sign another deal with the Bucks. Like, God is good. Like
What helped you get through that?
I would say family and friends, and I would be lying if I didn't say my teammates as well. Like, I had great teammates, Damian Lillard, was one. Like, I talked to him like each and every day. We hung out, and he was cool. Like, just a great guy in general, just to talk to, especially all the things he's been through in his life and things like that. I kind of super relate to him just in general, being a American basketball player that's come from similar demographics. So it was great to just, you know, connect with him on just a mental level. Sometimes you have teammates that's only teammates for basketball, right? But one thing that's been different for me here in Milwaukee is that my teammates are just not basketball teammates. They are like family members, right? I got different guys that do different things in life than basketball. Pat Connaughton, great guy in real estate, where I can lean on to become a better real estate mogul. You know, Chris Middleton was a guy that's big on, you know, equity and building equity and things like that. Drew Holiday, a guy that gives back in the community. So Brooke Lopez, a guy that does some of everything, like, let's be for real. So I had great teammates along the years that kind of made me grow up as a man as well, and I'm grateful for those guys too, because especially without your teammates, you know, it's hard out here. Sometimes you're with your team more than your regular family. Like, you think about it on a daily basis. You know, I get to the gym at 8:30. I don't leave till 3:30. That's still 7 hours that I was with these guys and spent with them. And then after the gym, we might get on a plane, and then I might hang out with them on the road. So sometimes throughout a 8-9 month season, if you're fortunate to play 9 months, then you're with your team more than your family members, and your family and your friends and your teammates suddenly become family. So I definitely got to shout out my friends and family and my teammates from last season as well. They definitely kept me sane and kept my mental space at a high.
Absolutely. Well, I'll end our conversation with a similar question that I asked Steve. We're talking about self-care, making sure that your mental health is in check in order for you to be able to pay it forward, if you will. I know that you have the Bobby Portis Foundation.
Yeah.
What is the mission of that foundation as a whole, and how is it that you take care of yourself so that you're able to give back to the community?
Yeah, so my foundation is basically in support of single moms, having a single mom growing up. You know, it's kind of crazy, like my rookie year, I didn't know anything about foundations and things like that. I was blessed and fortunate enough to get drafted to a veteran team. I was talking to my GM, John and Dave and Ron yesterday about my rookie year team I had, and I'm so grateful for those guys. My starting five was Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Mike Dunleavy, Pau Gasol, and Joakim Noah. Like, that's a hell of a starting five to learn from. My second unit was Kurt Heinrich, Aaron Brooks, Doug McDermott, Tyus Gibson. Like, I had great vets that kind of helped and shape and groom me. Throughout my rookie year, Joakim Noah became like my big brother. I hung out with him almost every day. He had me doing some crazy things as a rookie. I don't want to say, like, he had me doing some crazy, he had me doing some crazy things. Like, yo, bro, I got to do this today. Yeah, Rook, you got to do it. All right, cool. But like, hanging out with him, I learned so much. He had a Noah's Ark Foundation that he supported, you know, young black and Latino, you know, figures in the Chicago South Side and West Side areas of Chicago. He did like these basketball camps. He did like these things, speaking seminars and all these to help mental awareness and all these things. And as a 20-year-old, I was like, wow, that is so cool. Like, maybe one day I can start my foundation. And then figuring out that there's different ways and different missions that you can go about it, and knowing that I have a single mom, and knowing that there's way more people out there in the world that has single moms that maybe I can't change their life completely, but maybe just giving them a helping hand along the way can go a long way. So I started my Single Mom Foundation and basically in inspiration of my mom. And throughout the years, it's been growing and growing and getting better, but that's basically why I started, because I had a single mom and I wanted to impact other people with single moms. And to answer your second part, taking care of yourself is very important, because who's gonna love you like you? Like, you're literally the only person that sees you in the mirror. like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so definitely gotta take care of yourself more than anything. When you brush your teeth at night for the last time or in the morning, I'm looking at Bobby Portis. What can Bobby Portis do better to be better than he was yesterday? That's what first thing I think about. So definitely gotta love yourself, because who's gonna love Bobby like Bobby?
We love you, Bobby,
Yeah.
okay? Let's hear it, everybody, one more time for Bobby Portis.